This weather is relentless. Come on, give me a break.
Okay guys, as you can probably tell, it's extremely windy up here. Woo! Okay guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and we're currently paddleboarding. This is probably the best lake inside of the Lake District to paddleboard on. As you can see, maybe not because it's so fish-eyed, it's extremely popular. We have not fallen in yet. So just as I said, I'm not falling in. I go and fall in, don't I? Wow, it's cold. Anyway, I'll see you at Helvellyn. Okay guys, what's going on? So we've arrived at Swales car park, and like I've said, we're going to be camping on the summit of Helvellyn. Now just a tip for you, one of the heaviest things that's in my bag, and probably in your bag too, is water. So what I like to do before starting the camp is smash off 500 mils. Now obviously this only works if you're doing one night, but it saves you carrying it. So I'm going to smash this off. I've got 1.5 litres of water in my bag, along with some orange juice for the morning. Let's get this down me, and then let's start the hike. Let's get it. So because we're not doing Striding Edge and we're coming up from Swales car park and Thermia, I've decided not to wear my boots. I just feel a little bit lighter in these, and it's a good choice when the temperature's above about 20 degrees. It's good to wear trail running shoes over boots. That's my personal preference, whatever works for you guys. So there's two main ways up to Helvellyn. Now I'm doing it from Swales car park and basically Thermia, where the other option is you can do it from Patterdale. Now Patterdale is Striding Edge and Swirl Edge, as you're all probably pretty familiar with, but it does take a little bit longer, and I did do that a few months ago, so fancying a change. And this route is also considerably shorter, which is perfect as I've been paddleboarding, so a little bit tight for time. I've just been to Keswick to have my tea. I went to the Wetherspoons and just got some like katsu curry thing. It was really good, to be fair, especially for £9 with a drink. Can't complain about that. So my footwear of choice for this hike is the La Sportiva Raptors. Now these are a brilliant pair of trail running shoes. I've had them a few years, so the grip has started to wear off them, but anytime the temperature's above about 17-18 degrees, I do prefer trail running shoes, as I just sweat a lot less in them and I feel a little bit quicker on my feet compared to boots. But if I was doing Striding Edge, I definitely would take my boots. It is really windy, so I'm glad that I brought my 4-season Nortent Vern 1 instead of my pole tent on my MSR, so I should get a good base set up on the summit. Don't be frightened. Hey guys, we're making some good ground. Thermia is starting to appear now. We're probably 1/4 the way through. Now this walk only takes about, I'd say 2 hours. Don't know how fit you are, but I can do it in 2. Even with a big bag. So if you want to do Helvellyn the easy way, do it from Swales car park. Okay mountain fans, there we have Thermia. Beautiful. Now as you can probably hear, the wind's pretty strong, to be fair. Once again, I didn't check the wind conditions, but I've got my 4-season tent, so I'm not too worried. But what I am worried about is I trained legs yesterday and I've not been to the gym in months. Now I just did like an all-round session just to ease myself back into it, and I did hack squats, if anyone knows what those are. No weight, literally just the machine, which is about 50 kilos or 47 kilos. I did 3 sets of 5 on these pins, but oh my God, I am feeling it today. I'm about 1.5 kilometers in and I've already started to cramp up. This is embarrassing, so I definitely need to get back in the gym, especially for next year, because I want to do some crazy mountaineering, things like Mont Blanc, and get some 4,000 meter peaks boxed off in Europe. Fingers crossed, all going well. But yeah man, my legs, they are dying out here. 1 kilometre in, pathetic. Okay, so I've just checked the weather, quite an appropriate time as I'm halfway up the mountain. It is meant to be dry, which I already knew, to be fair, but we have got some 30 mile per hour gusts, 20mph right now with some 30mph gusts. So I think I'll be double staking the tent tonight. Bloody hell. I feel sorry for these sheep. Someone has stolen all the wool off this one. This wind is crazy. Wow. Okay guys, as you can probably tell, it's extremely windy up here. Woo! I do love the wind, I can't lie. I don't like the rain, but I don't mind the wind, especially when I've got the appropriate equipment. But I think this is going to be a test even for the Nortent. I'm not trying to get old Joe Rogan on you, so I saw this quote from the guy that did Free Solo, Alex I think his name is. Well, it's not really a quote, it's just him talking, and it's like he's at the airport and everyone's stressed, and he's like, why is everyone stressed at an airport? There's food everywhere, it's a climate controlled environment, and it's one of the most safest places on earth, and you're stressed. Oh, you might miss your flight, just get another one in 3 hours, like you're not going to die. And he goes on to say the importance of doing hard things and putting yourself in uncomfortable positions, and it goes without saying, but I don't know, I just think like coming out camping in tough weather definitely has its advantages, because tomorrow night I will appreciate my bedroom, whereas if I just sit in my bed scrolling and rotting all day, you don't appreciate it. Do you get me? And that is Striding Edge over there, which I didn't come up. So over there is Patterdale and the south side of Ullswater, and I came up from Peel Car Park, which is at Thirlmere. Okay guys, so we made it to the summit of Helvellyn. Pretty cool. To be fair, that's a really easy walk. I don't know if I'm just getting fitter, but even though I did leg day the other day for the first time in about 2 years, it actually felt surprisingly alright. That is Red Tarn, which is a popular camping spot, but I think this is the summit here. So a little summit tap, 900 and give or take. And there's a good few places to camp on the summit. The only issue with the summit is the wind, but I mean, look at this. It's like a bloody football pitch up here. Loads of flat ground. Set up now, really windy. I've put all the guy ropes out. I've lost the pegs, so I have to double up. But the tent's pretty bomb-proof, I can't lie. I've got 30 mph winds coming in from here. Now these sides are pretty notorious for collapsing. But I've just done them really tight and wrapped them around. Let's get this man set up. Wow. That is so nice, man. Cannot lie. Get me out of that wind. I am so glad to be in this tent and out of the wind. I am absolutely freezing. I need to get some layers on and get some food down me. Now, I don't know how much sleep I'm going to get tonight because it is quite noisy, even with all the guy ropes out. But hopefully the wind dies off as night falls. If not, I'll be listening. It's pretty mental, the wind up here, I cannot lie. I'm glad I'm in this tent. And I've got my Rab sleeping bag with me, so I made a few brilliant decisions before leaving the house today. I was going to bring a pole tent up here. I'd have been coming straight down, either in the tent or with the tent. So I've just got the sleeping bag out and I've opened the tent ever so slightly so I can see the sunset. Lovely stuff. Yeah, if one of the reasons why you don't want to come out wild camping is because you're scared you're going to get moved on by a warden, then my best advice to you is just camp at 3,000 feet. Like, there is nobody going to move me on up here tonight. It's 30-mile-per-hour winds. It is freezing, even in August. I've got a down jacket, merino wool base layers, pants, Gore-Tex shell on, and I'm freezing. No one is coming up here to move you on. Plus, leaving no trace, you're not doing any harm, so get yourselves out here. Take a look at this crazy sunset, guys. This is incredible. Okay guys, we're back in the penthouse and I'm going to show you what Chef Joexplore has cooked up. A squashed pasta pot from Co-op. Lovely stuff. I've also got a treat brownie, so I'm looking forward to that. Some orange juice for the morning, some Pepsi Max, a flapjack for the morning, and a fork for my pasta. That's looking quite sad, but still food. Let's get it. Anyone that subscribed to me already knows my food is awful, and anyone new, I apologise. It will be something I work on. But I am on top of Helvellyn in some strong winds, so give me a break. Eating in a tent is a bit of an ick, so I'm going to eat in this porch area and just not drop anything, you know what I mean? But let's get scrambled. This is probably some of the windiest conditions I've ever camped in, but I'm going to call it a night, and I'll see you guys in the morning, and hopefully I'll get some sleep. I've put every guy rope out and I've put them all to max tautness. I've double pegged some areas, and yeah, fingers crossed the tent holds. But yeah, the wind here is atrocious. Anyway, let's get to sleep. See you in the morning. Morning guys, that was one of the worst nights of sleep I've had in a tent. Bloody hell, absolutely torrential rain and winds all night. Take a look at that. Oh, that is depressing, isn't it? I need to get packed up and get home. I thought I might get some nice sun this morning, but it's not looking good. Seems like I'm not the only one that's trying to hide from this weather. I've got a ton of bugs on this bag. That must just be taking shelter. I feel bad putting the tent away, because these guys are going to get soaked. This is about as tough as it gets. I've left a few pegs in so the tent doesn't blow away, but let's get back to the car. So I'm getting killed out here by this wind.
This weather is relentless. Come on, give me a break.
Clouds started to break now. I've come down. Film has come back into view. Look how fast this cloud's moving. It's crazy. Let's get back to the car and get it dry. So we're back below the clouds now, which is good. Probably another 2 kilometers to the car. I think I'm going to grab me some breakfast in Keswick. Okay guys, we made it back to the car park. Thanks for watching this far. That was a very tough camp, and I think that deserves a subscribe if you aren't already, because there's loads to come. See you in the next one.